He started fighting as a child because he was scared. Well, he's one of the scariest fighters in the sport.
Ripping Omaha, Nebraska.
You can say that Canelo's going to knock Bud out. But is he?
Fight fans, welcome back.
Hey! I told them, they don't know how strong I am.
Boxing is entering an exciting era. The next generation of heavyweights is emerging, while the four kings of the lower divisions are finally getting their moment in the spotlight. Enthusiasts of the sweet science have plenty to celebrate as the sport thrives with new talent and thrilling matchups on the horizon. With power, confidence, and immense talent, some fighters thrive in fierce competition. However, not everyone has been lucky enough to benefit from such high-level opposition, leaving gaps in experience and opportunities for growth.
Problem is, there's no dance partner. You can look as good as you want, you'll be moonwalking by your self.
Just like his in-ring demeanor, Terence Crawford's path to greatness is unconventional. His journey, marked by resilience and adaptability, sets him apart from the traditional route taken by many champions.
Bud Crawford is one of the best I've ever seen draw the gloves.
We've outlined 10 reasons why Canelo might be too much, but now things get truly intriguing. In a bold leap of faith that was once ridiculed, Terence Crawford has the potential to defy expectations and stun the entire boxing world. His skill, strategy, and determination could turn doubters into believers.
No man has done that. Crawford just did it.
One day you be like, all right, I hit my ceiling. Then there's a ceiling after that. You break through this ceiling and you're like, oh man, there's another ceiling up there. I'm gonna go try to break through that.
Is that last ceiling Canelo Alvarez?
That means big fights are being made. Guys are coming together. They're saying, screw the politics, screw the promoters, screw everything. Let's make it happen.
As the fight draws closer, doubts inevitably begin to surface. They always do. Uncertainty looms, questions arise, and the anticipation builds, setting the stage for a showdown filled with intrigue.
I said before, the big, talented man will always beat the small, talented fighter. But Terence Crawford is not small. Terence Crawford is a big guy.
Some of the factors that initially led to Crawford being written off may not be as damaging as once believed. Age, in particular, might not favor Canelo as much as expected, potentially shifting the dynamics of a fight once thought to be one-sided.
So great. Never smoked, I never drunk, so my body is well preserved.
At 37, Crawford remains the fresher and more mobile fighter. His agility and endurance could give him a crucial edge over his opponent in the ring.
Does anyone really look at Bud Crawford and his recent performances and think he's slipping in any way? Do his reflexes look shot? Like nothing about that is true. It's to the head and the body and there!
As both fighters reach a stage where every bout reveals new vulnerabilities, Alvarez appears more likely to be slowing down. Signs of wear are emerging, making Crawford's endurance and adaptability even more crucial in their potential clash.
I think Canelo is on a decline. It's not so much his mind, but his body. He's not giving the same thing he was giving some years.
Both fighters can comfortably go the full 12 rounds, but one has far less room for mistakes. In a high-stakes matchup, even the smallest error could be the difference between victory and defeat. Knowing the game plan is one thing, but executing it is another challenge entirely. Staying disciplined under pressure can be the difference between success and falling short in the ring.
Everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same.
From a glass-half-full perspective for Terence Crawford, Canelo may have come full circle since his 2013 fight against Mayweather. His style and approach have evolved, but certain vulnerabilities could once again be exposed against a skilled, strategic opponent.
Boy, Bivol, where's the mistakes? You know, you gotta get that 10 out of 10. You don't make mistakes. It's like Hackwood, you don't miss putts.
Back then, a young and impressionable Canelo was overly eager. Now, as he exits his prime, this might be the perfect moment for an opponent like Crawford to capitalize on any emerging vulnerabilities. Mayweather demonstrated how to neutralize the younger Canelo with smart aggression, clean, efficient work on the back foot, controlling distance, and choosing precise moments to strike while keeping him at bay.
It whispers that perhaps his best days are behind us.
An older Canelo now leans more on counterpunching, using patience and precision rather than relentless aggression to break down his opponents and control the pace of a fight.
Razor-sharp reflexes, counters, and a childlike joy when it comes to hurting his opponents.
I'm not going to say he's just as good as Floyd Mayweather. I'm not saying that. But he has some of the same traits. Defensively, that's Floyd Mayweather had.
He destroyed Errol to such a level where in the immediate aftermath of that fight, people have said, Crawford versus Floyd at 147, who wins? You know how crazy that is?
I do what's necessary to get the job done and secure a victory. And I feel like in the Canelo fight, I would do everything within my will and my power to do the same.
Terence Crawford is likely the only fighter in boxing with the same skill set and intelligence to execute such a precise, airtight game plan capable of neutralizing Canelo's strengths and exploiting his weaknesses.
If he's switching back and forth, he's trying to figure out. But once he stays in that southpaw stance for 2 or 3 straight rounds.
The key lies in the finer details, many of which won't be revealed until fight night. What we do know is that Crawford excels at adapting, making adjustments, and always finding a way to win.
I think Bud is the better boxer, IQ-wise, and I think he could beat Canelo Alvarez.
Whether he needs to channel Shakur Stevenson, stay elusive, and turn the fight into a tactical chess match, Crawford has the skills to control the pace and dictate the action.
He's digging in his ass every round. Like, he did this up, he did down, look big.
Or he could test the waters, take calculated risks, and engage more aggressively, depending on the flow of the fight and Canelo's approach.
You're losing the fight. What do you want to do? But then you gotta fight.
Crawford won't leave anything to chance. There's too much fight in him, too much determination, and too much pride to go out the way Charlo did. He'll bring the battle to Canelo.
He is in the hurt business. He breaks you down, he unlocks the key, and he gets rid of you.
So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him, I'm a threat to his legacy.
He doesn't care about promotional adherence. He cares about this challenge and the legacy.
Bud must avoid engaging too much, but Canelo can't afford to let him build an early lead either. After all, Crawford is a crafty southpaw with a deep arsenal of tricks, capable of outmaneuvering even the most dangerous opponents.
Crawford, look at this going upstairs and downstairs, hanging in the ball.
Canelo remains firm on his 168-pound demands, but even in a classic bull versus matador matchup, Crawford's skill, movement, and strategy could give him the edge in navigating the challenge ahead.
I think boxing-wise, he's going to give Canelo fits.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the sport. He's proven that.
You want to fight? Here comes Bud. One of the best finishers in boxing. That's it. Bud Crawford.
The Omaha native will be a tough challenge, using his skill, movement, and intelligence to make things difficult for Canelo.
But Terence Crawford now is one of the favorite fighters. He has good skills, very good skills. Maybe he could show us something.
Aside from Mayweather, Crawford is the most skilled boxer Canelo has ever faced, bringing a unique blend of technique, adaptability, and ring IQ to the challenge.
You're one of the only elite boxers that can wrestle. Has anybody ever come to you and said, Terence, what do you think? Dip your toes in the MMA water?
One could argue that Bivol is more fundamentally sound, but Crawford possesses a broader skill set and superior athleticism. His versatility and agility make him a uniquely challenging opponent for Canelo in ways Bivol was not.
And also, at this stage in Canelo Alvarez's career, stylistically, I'm not sure he wants to fight a mover that he's going to be chasing around the ring.
Bud's ring IQ ranks among the best in the sport. Combined with his wrestling background and natural strength, he's unlikely to be overpowered in the clinch, giving him another crucial edge in a high-stakes matchup against Canelo.
You've seen Canelo have those problems with like Lara, but that was a long time ago, and I feel like Canelo's gotten a hell of a lot better.
Instead, two of Crawford's greatest attributes, his adaptability and precision, are more likely to pose serious problems for Canelo throughout the fight.
Canelo looking to finish off Caleb Platt, and down goes Platt, and this one is over.
First is movement. While Canelo's struggles against fleet-footed fighters have often been exaggerated, his history shows that agile, elusive opponents can still pose significant challenges to his style and game plan.
Look at that combination of right hand that backed up Alvarez, and Alvarez shrugged it off, but still.
Don't get me wrong, Canelo has shown his devastating power time and time again, quite literally knocking the snot out of opponents who dared to stand in his way. His ability to break down even the toughest challengers is undeniable, and his precision in delivering punishing shots makes him a constant threat. However, against a fighter as skilled and adaptable as Crawford, that same power could be neutralized, forcing Canelo to find new ways to impose his dominance.
They're doing is an alien, man. I've seen Crawford do some crazy, freaky things. I've seen Crawford spar heavyweights. I've seen Crawford spar middleweights. He sees something in Canelo that he feels that he can exploit. And I believe it.
I still think the only man that can beat Canelo is Terence Crawford. It's just what I think, and I want to
appreciate them while they're here. Fighters like this don't come around often. In an era where true greatness is rare, Crawford and Canelo represent a level of skill, heart, and determination that's becoming increasingly uncommon. These are the moments that define boxing, so savor them while they last.